Hey, what's up, guys? Does it look like I have a cone head? No, I don't have a cone head. I thought I might have had a cone head, like my hair was pinched, but I don't. Welcome back to the greatest stream on the planet. Today, we're going to be doing more stuff and things, so hopefully everything goes smoothly and everybody's happy by the end of the stream. So, I think I wanna I think I wanna go back to this stage right here. 'Cause I want to adjust the hair some more. Oh no. Oh. And that's what we're gonna do. Mad Max? No. I really couldn't care less about Mad Max. So you guys should be aware, I'm using a new keyboard. I'm using an entirely new setup right now. So it's possible I do more things that I don't intend to do than usual. Cross your fingers. Also, my chat is now on this monitor, so I have to look at the chat. It's not in my way while I'm working anymore. I have it on a second monitor, so that'll be a little bit more peaceful for me. I will constantly have the chat messages popping up when people are saying things that are nonsense. But I'll still be able to see your comments. Just make sure they're not awful and worthless. Anyway, I was thinking about it last night and I decided to adjust this hair some more because we were rushing a little bit at the end. So I just want to go through and kind of clean it up. Hey, what's up, San Diego? Hey, tell me how the audio levels are. Is my voice and the music and everything, is that all balanced? I had to redo everything on my streams on the new system. So I could try to get it as close as I could. And then I did a test stream by myself, but obviously that's not as practical as having you guys tell me if it's balanced for you. And of course, everybody's sound system is different, so some people will have louder music relative to my voice. Still, I'm not quite sure why that happens, but that happens to everybody across every platform. What am I doing? I am making a rhinoceros. You don't hear music? Well, the music is definitely playing. That's the thing, like sometimes the music's a lot quieter for some people. Is it quiet for, can everybody confirm that it's quiet? Because I can turn it up, that's fine. I just need to make sure it's not, like for instance, when I play the music through my laptop or play the stream through my laptop, the music's really quiet. But when I play it through my phone, the music's a lot louder. Why it balances like that through YouTube, I don't know. But if we can confirm that it's a little bit low for everybody, then I can just adjust it. Hey, Marina. No. No player at Sky Uncharted 3. Alright, I can turn it up a little bit if it's low for everybody. Hey, Marina. No, I started early again. Marina, how's the audio for you? Is the music a little bit low? Music is low. Alright, we can just turn the music up a little. Alright, let me know how that is. We can always adjust more if necessary. I know it's lower than usual because I redid everything for my new setup. That's good, Alfonso. What about my audio? So here's the bad situation. Like, I have the monitor here. I wanted to have the mic on this side also, so that when I look this way, I still am directing my voice at the mic. However, when I have the mic on that side, it's dangling up in the middle of nowhere land, and that's not good. It's better to have it dangling on the side over here. So, sacrifices. Well, it's like I said, it's going to be different for everybody, CM Brock, so I can't necessarily tune it to just your needs. Don't take it personally. If other people confirm that it's still a little bit quiet, we can adjust it. But if it's only quiet for you, like it is for me sometimes on my, on my devices, then I'm not going to worry about it. Still low? Alright. Oh, I know why it's low. I'm gonna have to readjust this once we start doing gaming, but here I can turn it up. Alright, that should be better. Because you see the music setting, and then when we play video games and I have multiple people talking at the same time, those are the same settings. So I'm gonna have to readjust it, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. That's not anywhere near as important as the sculpting streams. Rick and Morty? No, that's a licensed thing. I won't be doing that. Anybody want to comment on the volume? It should be a lot louder now, like double. Well, I've reviewed pretty much every Master Chief figure there is, so you should check my reviews. Okay, somebody else other than CM Brock comment, because I'm thinking he's just got it quiet, because I made it double what it was. And it's possible it's still quiet, but I want to make sure it's not just his speakers. Oops. I changed the I changed the track rather than. Huh. Why is it so quiet? Okay, people are saying it's fine, so we're gonna leave it like that. I trust the people saying it's fine. That should be a good balance right there. I told you guys it depends on your device. Some devices play the music, some don't. It's a YouTube and a Twitch thing. I don't know what causes that. I don't know. This seems to me that it's too loud now, but maybe not. Okay. Alright, let's get to work. Shall we? So anyway, for those of you that weren't here as soon as we started, what's happening right now is I'm redoing parts of the hair just because I was kind of rushing last night when we were trying to get it finished. So I just want to go over it a little bit. Tweak a few things. You don't know what your system's doing though, CM Brock. That's why I need to get a balance from other people. As you can see, Mickey said he can hear it on one device and not the other, which means if your device, CM Brock, is the kind that doesn't play it, I can't use you as a guide. That's my whole point with the audio thing. No, I don't care about Assassin's Creed. I would not buy an Assassin's Creed figure. That game franchise didn't interest me from the beginning, and it's only become more of a joke. Or become a joke, I guess. It wasn't a joke in the beginning. Well, it shouldn't be. I mean, there is some difference, obviously, between the two platforms, but the difference is mostly come from the actual device itself, not the platform, which is what makes it weird. Well, I guess they're both weird situations. Oops. Gonna have to get used to using this new keyboard. Pressing the wrong buttons more than I normally do, even. Also, I'm streaming in 1080 now also, so for those of you that don't have limitations on your interwebs, you can get a crisp, clean picture. Hopefully there's no issues. I haven't played with the performance settings at all on the computer or on OBS since using the new computer, so it's possible some things are still in need of kink working out, but it should be pretty good, I think. Yeah, Will, it's on my list. I haven't had time for any anime lately, but it's on my list. Did Halo 5 ruin Halo? No, Halo 5 was bad. What program he using? He using program in title. He also talked like Caveman 2 sometime. Burn. Burn. I just raised your insurance rates because you're gonna have to go to the emergency room to take care of that burn. Oh, double burn. What program he using? I know he wasn't talking like a caveman, but he was still talking like a caveman. I don't know why, but this is making me laugh right now. So, sorry, whoever it was that was talking like a caveman. But at the same time, not that sorry. Because you didn't read the title and you spoke like a caveman. You just set yourself up for failure right there. If we were on a river right now, you'd be on a fail boat. Not to be confused with a sailboat, which is the kind of boat Mike Tyson uses. Oh, Mike Tyson jokes. You were asking the viewers that they're going to tell you the same thing. Read the title. Read the title, amigo. Also, I will answer if I damn well please. Oh man, some people are just so sensitive these days. Some days these days, both days. Back in the day, which was a Wednesday, people were less sensitive. Nowadays, everybody's a bit of a little crybaby. Not everybody. Some people will. Shooby doo bop bop boo. Ba da da bop bop. Birdiful. It's birdiful. Are you getting any more Mythic Legions? I don't have any Mythic Legions. I just borrowed some from a friend. I borrowed them. Oh, another thing you guys should be aware of on the music front. Some of the songs are just quieter songs, and it's not like I went through and rebalanced every song. I tried to briefly do that, but not briefly, but I did like a cursory pass through the hour and a half worth of music that's on that one playlist that I have. I tried to balance the levels, but I didn't go too much into it because who gives a shit about background music, really? Although I have to say, of the background musics I've heard for streams, mine's the best, by far. It's not even a comparison, really. It's kind of unfair to the other people. Gaming Beaver, what's up, dude? Thanks for swinging by. Hey, was San Diego, you've been around for a while now. I feel like I can trust you, and I can't count on John to be here every time, or Tiny, or whoever else is a moderator these days. You feel like becoming a moderator on YouTube? Because YouTube needs more supervision than Twitch anyway. And Tiny's usually on Twitch, and John's usually a ginger, so you never know what's happening with him. You want to be a mod with San Diego? You don't have to really do anything, but time people out when they get a little bit nuts. Gaming Beaver, we're playing Smash Brothers right here. We're marathon streaming it from the time it releases until I unlock every character, which I think is only like 5 hours. So it's going to be a shitty marathon, but I'm going to keep going after that. And we're going to go for, like, I'm going to try to play as long as I possibly can. As if I'm setting a record. And then if the Guinness Book of World Records people don't count it because it wasn't an official attempt, then we're going to do it again another time. But we're going to stream it, like, hardcore. It's true, though, Alfonso. He is usually a ginger. Alfonso, are you a mod? You should be a mod. You're always here. Well, not necessarily that you're always here, but I can trust you. But if you don't want any... Although you're only ever on Twitch, so it wouldn't really help any, because the Twitch people don't ever act up. In fact, the Twitch people are mostly quiet. So I don't really need another one. Uh-oh. With San Diego got quiet. I don't know if he's afraid of responsibility, or if he's just, like, running around his house screaming that Senpai noticed him. I'm just joking. I don't know. Probably. Let's find out. Boom. You now have the power. Oh, Alfonso is a moderator. What am I saying? That's what the little sword means. Alright. I gotta say, guys, one of the biggest things I'm happy about for having this new computer setup is being able to use dual monitors for ZBrush and streaming. Oh my goodness. You're a young father? Hey, every father started out young at some point. I'm sure you'll do just fine. If you're here, that means you have a decent head on your shoulders. So I trust you. I trust you to raise your child appropriately. And if I can trust you to do that, I can trust you to moderate YouTube. If we ever get too big for our britches and we need more moderators, what's your name? Randall, not Randall White. He was a moderator before, but he gets too angry with people. Randall, oh my gosh, Pole. Golly, I couldn't think of your name for a second. You will be in the running in the future if you're ever interested. If I ever need another moderator. At this point, we don't really. Okay, combos, stop asking what I'm going to do. I work per commission. I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of custom figures. And in terms of this action figure line, I can only do unlicensed things. So, I can't even answer your questions if I wanted to. I don't know. I either don't know or the answer is no. Because for the action figure line, I'm only making original characters. Maybe someday down the road I can get licenses if things go well, but that's not something I'm planning on. And I don't even know what characters you're talking about, honestly. I need to put a little bit more in the back here. Just trying to, it felt like it was a little bit too short right here. Well, it was before I added some, so now we just need to kind of fill it out, and I think we'll be alright. This one's going to have to move some. Look at that. A person who started out good is now gone. What's wrong with people? He started out completely nice and seemingly normal, and then the switch flipped. What's wrong with people? Speaking of John, where the heck is he? Tiny 2 for that matter. Everybody's abandoning me. They must know something I don't. Alright, let's put one here. Well, let's not put one here. Let's do this. It is a good program. I would bet it would take a lot of practice, unless you're used to 3D modeling. A lot of people, I almost said everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people assume that since you're working digitally, everything's a lot easier. And it's really not the case. Things like symmetry and stuff like that make it easier in terms of workflow, but the actual sculpting aspect of it, not easier. The sound is loud. All of the sound? Then you need to turn your volume down if everything's loud. Because my voice isn't louder than normal. Do you mean everything or just the music? My voice only? My voice is not any louder than it has ever been. In fact, I've turned it down recently, so I think your volume's just high. Kiss you? I don't even know you. If you're really curious what it's like to be kissed by me, just ask your mom. Oh! Oh! I better apply for my medical license because I'm opening up a burn clinic. Oh! Are you a fan of Uncharted? No. It's just Boy Tomb Raider. So... No. That was a good one. You guys can admit it. That was a good one. Both the burn and the comment afterwards, which was like a secondary burn. It was pretty good. Some of my better work. Been a good day for me. Let's put one right here. What am I doing? That's not where this piece goes. I'm moving it around like it belongs over there. It doesn't belong over there. It belongs over here. Just to hear it out of your mouth. What are you talking about? What did I think? How did you feel when I heard Stan Lee? How did I feel when I heard Stan Lee died? I didn't. I felt nothing. I don't know him personally. Whoa. That one reset itself. That's okay. Modeling is harder than most people think. It sure is. Okay, you're cut off, infamous gamer. You're cut off. No more questions. What? I don't understand. What's disappointing about hearing my burns? You must be new. I think I've seen you around here before. But you should know. The burns are something you get to look forward to. Alright, I like that. E-Man versus Lino? I have no idea. I don't know their powers at all. I know Lionel gets a sword and says, "Thunder, thunder, thunder, cats, ho!" And I know Herman says, "I have the power," and that's it. So I think Thundercats Ho is a better one than I have the power. So I give the win to Lionel. Oh, Will San Diego's already shirking his responsibilities. Apparently, his kid's more important than the stream. Ridiculous. Alright, I think this looks pretty good. Oh, I was not confused. I don't get confused. I might not understand something. But I don't know. I don't think I get confused. Now that I think about it, and this is gonna sound stupid, but take a second to think about it. What would cause you to be confused? As opposed to just not understanding something? I suppose if you were expecting something to happen and then it didn't, that's possible. Let's see. Alfonso thinks the hair looks way better now. Let's see. Yeah, it does look better for sure. Little think a big difference. That's why you guys see me spending so much time on almost nothing sometimes. It's necessary. This face reminds you of a Japanese actor. Mission accomplished. He's Japanese. Therefore... that makes me pleased. Let's put one more sprout over here. So here's the good thing, guys. Even though I'm using a new keyboard and I have a whole new arrangement, so I'm going to hit the wrong keys more often than I normally do, this keyboard is nice such that I don't have to turn off the number pad in order to use it. My other $8 keyboard had that as a requirement. Don't know why, but it did. And then I also can turn off the Windows key, so I won't accidentally bump that anymore. So even though I'm bumping stuff that I shouldn't be, it's not as problematic as it used to be. Makes me very happy. Thanks, Randall White. Did I think Spider-Man 2 was amazing? Or phenomenal, whatever you said. No? Can't say I thought that. I don't think I did. I might have thought it. I don't think I thought that. Okay, I think maybe we call it there for the hair now. Have fun. What do you do? Are you using the OpenGL website? That's a good way. Oh, I need to add more. I need to fill this spot in right here so that it's not impossible to mold. Or at least so that it's easier to mold. Butts. Butts, butts, butts. I like them. They're always getting in the way. Waxipan. You're back. Not gonna have articulated hair. We have articulated ponytails on some of them, but we're not articulating just plain hair. Need to keep the price at a point where people will actually pay for it. One more right here should do it. Hey, what's up, Joe? How's it going? Is he ever going to finish this action figure? Well, considering I'm making about 10, yeah, but it's going to take a little bit longer. Kind of a stupid question with a shitty attitude. I think you should probably not ask questions like that. It takes entire action figure companies like Hasbro or NECA years to make figures. In most cases, obviously, if you're just doing a repaint or something, that's not the case. But if you're designing something from literally scratch, I don't know if that's the right way to use that. It takes some time. I don't think 16 months, 18 months is all that long. So maybe don't be a rude little turd. Tell your parents you were being a rude turd on the internet, and you need some better parenting. You don't find info. This is it. You are at the place. This is the place to find the info. You have accomplished your task. What info would you like, sir? That just doesn't look good. That looks much better. I am working on a figure line. You are looking at it right now. No! Don't reset yourself! No! Why would you do that? You bastards! Fine, I'll just do you even better. That's not the first time I've said that. It will be on Kickstarter, yeah. But I need to finish the design phase and get it quoted for production before I can put it on Kickstarter, because I need to know how much money I need. Yo. Although, the correct answer is all of it, as much as possible. That's how much money I'm gonna need. I still hit the tab button occasionally. Tab key, I guess. Alright, I think we can... Wait a minute. I don't like this gap right here. What can we do about that gap? We can use... probably just the move key. Move brush, tool, brush. Move brush. And close that gap. Oh, it's so closed. Thanks, Joe Serrano. Joe, do you want to see a quick, it's not going to be that quick, but a quick look-see at everything I've done? Not everything, because that'll take forever, but I can give you a little, oh, you know what I want to do? Before I show you, I need to move this in. Alright. And then we'll move this one in. Would you like to see some of the stuff? Alright. Let me give this a quick... Oh, that hair looks so much better than it did before. I don't like that my save box is going onto that monitor. I wonder if I bring it over here, if it'll stay over here next time. I hope so. Hey, while we're waiting, let's see if this still works. It does. Alright, let's see if I can save it over here again real quick. Yeah, it worked. Hot dog. Okay, so we saved that. So let's open up this file. Prepare to be amazed. Ooh, I'd buy that. I'd buy that right now. That's one of the looks. Oh boy. Every time I see it, I just like it even more. Tell me you don't want to pose that into a cool pose. You can't tell me that. I won't believe it. Hey, didn't I sculpt? I thought I sculpted some freaking wrinkles on here. I swear I did. Alright, that's just one thing, guys. Alright? So, let's move on. Let's turn off the weapon parts that we don't need on right now. Oh, let's turn on the cool weapon parts. Bam, bam, boom. Swords. Those are the straight swords. Those are the wrong swords. No, those are the curved ones. They're just slightly curved. Because I wanted them to be like Ninjato, but I also wanted a little bit of a curve for dynamic posability. Okay, so there's one instance. So then we can also do this, where we don't have the tunic thing on. We have some options, of course. So that'll just peg in. Okay, so we have that. Oh, but if we're going to turn that thing off, we have to have a new belt. So we have some options for the belt. We either have that kind of belt, which is fine, or we have that kind of belt with some armor on there. I definitely did wrinkles, didn't I? I bet you I sculpted them on a non-finished version. So, nope, that doesn't have it. That doesn't have it. That doesn't have it. Huh. I guess I didn't sculpt wrinkles? I swear I did. Okay, so let's swap out some parts, okay? Okay, so we also can do... I mean, obviously there's any combination. Any of these combinations is something you could do. But let's go ahead and just do this. Put that one on. Put those on. No, let's use the tattered sleeves. Tattered sleeves are more fun. Turn off the boobages. And turn off this. So we have that option. And then I have alternate lower legs. I'm just not going to bother swapping them. But with this outfit, I'd probably not use these arm pieces. I'd probably use maybe those. I like those. But I don't like those as much as I like these for this outfit. Where are they? They're gone! There, yeah, those seem to match a little bit better. Oh my god, flying sharks. You're getting timed out. You asked that question like 40 times yesterday, and you got answered almost 40 times. How good is the articulation going to be? Good. Okay, but then we also have robot arms. So if we wanted robot arms, because who doesn't like a good robot body part? Some of them aren't colored. I only have the one set colored right now because it was just a placeholder type situation. If you want robot arms, you can do robot arms. If you want robot chest, we can do robot chest. You can see why I didn't want to do like a whole bunch of part swapping out for the just showing you, because it's gonna take a while. There's lots of parts. So you have robot upper body if you want it. Some of that's metal, some of it's not right now. Just ignore the colors. The parts will be swappable by the factory, and if you're interested in tinkering, you'd be able to swap parts as well, of course. Because it's not magic at the factory, it's just a physical process. But then if you want to have robot parts, you probably would want to have robot pants. Now these aren't lined up quite right yet, but they will be. You can see some of the things aren't quite lined up, but it's pretty close. Be full-on robot stuff. Exactly. That's the idea. That's how money gets made. I can reuse as many parts as possible. That's the plan, Stan. But wait, there's more. I want to show you the cyborg samurai configuration. And obviously, like you mentioned, you can just swap these around as much as you want. There's that. And that, and then did I ever finish the chest? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Where's that head? There it is. But then there's the samurai armor. I think I have lower legs built for it too. Do they still exist? Yes. They need to be adjusted a little bit. They're a little bit small. Let's just leave these on for now. Or we could just use these. Really any combination you like. Nope, all digital. Oh man, I want the samurai. I actually think it looks better with the other lower torso. And I made the two different robot chests and lower torsos wrong one. Basically interchangeable. Not basically, they are interchangeable. So you can do that. So let's go ahead and swap this chest. Yeah, not that you can see it right now, but that's a thing. Oh, the samurai also gets, he gets a Gundam style sword that has just like a little thingy right there. But then once you pull the hilt out of that, you can connect the laser sword to it. So he gets a big ass laser sword. I think that's appropriate for a cyberpunk samurai type character. Yeah, I think that's appropriate for sure. These are going to be about 6.5 inches tall. Maybe just above. There is a piece of dust. I'm not going crazy. So yeah, that's a pretty quick rundown. I can show you some heads real quick, and then we'll get back to work. You can see, here's one of my favorites. I don't know why, I just really like this hat. I found the name for it, guys. It actually has a particular name, and I forgot. Oh well, I'll find it again before. I just threw my phone on the floor. Oh well. I'll find the name again at some point. So I'll show you a couple heads, and then we'll move back to what we were doing. I really, really, really like this one a whole lot. I think that's gonna look wicked cool on an action figure. So there's that one. I'm just gonna go through these pretty quickly. I'm not gonna go through all the bear heads. Bear heads. I'll go through some of these real quick. No Portuguese, English only. One of my personal favorites is the... Actually, I like the sad Oni, but we have angry Oni right here. I like it. I like it a lot. But then we have this one, which is the one I prefer, because it's more traditional. If you're wondering why there are green parts have to get molded separately and connected to the other parts. I like that one quite a bit. And plus this one has like the traditional hood on it. Oh, I never cut out the neck. We have to do that. So I like that one. What else? What else should I show you? Here's one of my faves. Yeah, they're a ways off. I would hope that I'd be able to have them close to ready for sale within a year, but production's gonna take some time, and they're not ready yet. So, we'll see. I really like this head a lot. I think it has a nice light armor look. Alright, what else? Flying sharks, don't say hi after you already got timed out for talking. You're running out of warnings, bud. Let's look at... Haven't finished this one yet, even though it looks like I'm at the gray and green stage. That's just coincidence. Hey, it's Super Mario Zilla! What's up? Let's change that background color so that it's not all drab. Ew. There we go. Yeah, this guy's got like a cybernetic jaw. And his head's got some... Oh, we have to redo his hair too! I don't want to do any more hair! I don't want to do any more hair! Oh... Oh... I don't want to do more. At least it's only half. And I'll be able to knock this kind of hair out quick. Oh, man. Oh, you're leaving already? I've just started getting into the good stuff. That's it. You're not allowed to buy them. You hurt my feeling. There's Captain Falcon. He's not part of the line. I just started sculpting one. Thanks, Super Mario. Randall, it was one of those combinations. The combination of the helmeted heads with the bare bodies or regular bodies turned out pretty cool, I think. There's Captain Falcon I started working on. Not that it's going to be a thing I can sell, but I'd like to pose him up and maybe make a small statue out of him eventually. Can we look at Link and Ganondorf real quick, guys? I just want to look at him again since I know I'm never going to get to work on him. We're going to take a quick look. There's Lonk. Oh, how I want to sculpt you. Oh, I want to sculpt you so hard. Oh, it sounds dirty, but it doesn't mean anything. Oh, I want to show you guys this head. This is one of my favorite heads because it takes inspiration from Ike and Ryu. And I'm allowed to do that because it's just a guy with a headband, so copyrights be damned. I like Ike and I like Ryu. They both are guys, they basically have the same head design. So I mixed their two hairs and I came up with this. Oh, it's my favorite head sculpt too. I think it's the most natural looking human face, except for maybe the smirking one, which is also pretty dang good. Alright, that's a good one. I'm gonna go ahead and look at a couple other ones, so because other people that are watching, even though Joe left, other people might be interested. But first, I need to bring up, where the hell is Ganondorf? Did I not copy him over onto the... Oh, there he is. There's Ganondorf. Again, like Link, I'll never get to finish him. But I can dream. Someday. Although now that I know what I'm doing, I bet you I could do it a lot better. Like this part right here, for instance. It's actually not that bad, but I could definitely do better. Anyway, back to the project at hand. Let's go through a couple more heads. Let's look at this one. Is it gonna open? Why isn't it opening? There we go. I quite like this one. It has like a Guyver look to it almost. That's gonna be a spicy meatball. Let's see what else. Oh no, guys. There's more hair. Oh, I might leave it on this one. I don't know that that necessarily needs to get redone. Yeah, it does. It should. It definitely does. Damn it. Well, I'm not doing it tonight. I'm only gonna do the bald guy. Half-bald guy. That's something I didn't realize. Here's a fan favorite. Yeah, I like that one too. I like it. Alright, let's look at one or two more and then we'll get back to work. What were we doing? Oh yeah, the long hair. Okay, let's look at this one. The first one we did. Will San Diego. Didn't I? I thought I got farther along than this. Is this one not done? It's kinda done. Huh. Maybe I opened the wrong file. Nope, that's the right file. Huh. That's unfortunate. I don't even know if I'm gonna use this one ever. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, back to work. There's something wrong with my eye. Alright. Hi, Zeus. You're gonna fall off your pillow. You're falling off your pillow. Alright, too late. Okay, I think the hair looks good like that. I think we can leave it. Okay. Alright, so what I want to do is cut out the ears so that they don't actually have to tuck in. And we're going to get the head from here. Alright, and we're going to do that by using this. So what this ball is, and for those of you that haven't been around, I'm going to connect it to the hair. Well, you're not going to understand what I'm going to say anyway. So I'll do it. I'll tell you this way. I have to cut out the hair so that it fits on the head, but as of right now, there are gaps between the top of the head and these chunks of hair. So I'm going to connect the ball to the hair to fill those gaps, and then when I cut the head shape out, it will have no gaps in between the two. I guess that's understandable, hopefully. And I have to go through, now that I have this piece in place, I will go through and make sure it's actually not sticking through the hair. It can only be on the underside. Otherwise it defeats the purpose. It just ruins the hair. So if we turn that on, yeah, see how it's poking through there? Poking through up here a little bit. It looks like just the front end of the ears. So that's pretty good. Oh, that won't work the way I want it to. I have to do the ears separately. Dang it. That sucks. I was thinking the wrong way. I need to do that step for the ears, but I can't do it in this step. One at a time. Yes. Okay, so that should work. Now you can't see that ball, that lump of stuff anywhere. Except for back here, which doesn't bother me. So I can mix that with this. And then what I'm gonna do is add some balls to cover up the ears. Because I don't want there to be ear-shaped cutouts in the hair. I just want it to sit over it flush rather than actually like keying onto it. So I'm just gonna add some balls to his head and then we'll remove them later. So this is going to be connected to the head when I cut the hair out to fit on top of the head. So the head is actually going to be doing the cutout for the hair so that they're the right shape. And then this is going to cut out along the ears so that the ears don't get keyed into the hair. I never know how much detail you guys want about the technical process or not. Because I could understand why a lot of you would find it totally uninteresting. But then I could also understand that some of you would actually want the information. So oh, my bad. The music turned off because I forgot to turn it on repeat on this computer. Sorry about that. There we go. Alright, that'll work. So let's divide that to make it smooth. We can do minor adjustments as we go. Okay. We're going to connect these two. So now as far as the program is concerned, those are part of the head, those lumps, and we can get rid of those later. But we're going to use the head to cut out the hair. Why are you not cutting it out, ZBrush? Because I have solo on. So now you see how I have just a nice little clean pocket for the ears rather than an ear-shaped cutout? That's the key. I'm not sure what's happening here. What's happening there? What is happening there? That's what's happening. I think we can get rid of that after the fact. Do we have a clean cutout? Pretty much. Yes. Kind of want to not have that weird lip. I don't know what's causing it. Maybe it's just artifacting. Let's see what happens. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it's not there. Okay, that makes more sense. Unless it is there. Nope, it's not there. Beautiful. So now you can see the hair is cut out the way we would want it to be. Not quite. I don't like that right there. This little spot. I want to get rid of it. So that's easy enough to fix. We just pull it down just a little bit. In fact, I'll probably just pull the one piece down. Not that piece. Oh, can we grab the right piece? Oh, that'd be better. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. It's beautiful. And let's pull this piece out. Alright, that looks good. So let's do it again. Oh yeah. So that's perfectly cut out for the head. So now we have to add a key to this and then cut a hole into the head for that to fit into. And we already have one of those actually, because I made one last night when we were rushing to get it done. So I'll just go copy that one, put it in place. We'll need to make a couple minor adjustments, but otherwise we'll be good to go on this head. That looks good to me. I think the key is in here. No. Nope. 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 In one of these. Maybe it's not. It was. Not there. Huh. There it is. Alright, where's the one we're working on right now? This one. Yeah. Okay, so the key goes on there, just like that. And then it cut out a hole in the head, and it has a way to be connected. I think I want to make it just a little bit taller. Make sure it's not sticking through anywhere. It's not going on right there. I don't care. Yes. Well, not rubber. You never see rubber on an action figure. It's always plastic of some variety. But yes, it will be that. Alright, now we need to make sure that the key part is slightly bigger. So we're going to duplicate it. So that when we cut out the hole is slightly bigger than the peg itself. So we just take one, duplicate it, make it just a little bit bigger. And you'll see that's the part that connects to the hair. That's the one that cuts the hole out. And we're gonna just mush the head down so that that part gets cut. Alright, so that's going to be the hole that's inside the head that the hair gets connected to. But before we do that, we have to let's just split those pieces just in case. We want to make sure we keep his ears on his head. That would be better. Alright, so let's do that. Yeah, it happens, Spencer. It happens. Alright, so now we have our head with a hole in it. And now we have our hair, which we need to merge down with this piece. But first, let's do that. Then we can merge down. And then what I want to do, see, I want to put a little tiny hole in the top of it. And it can be helpful for glue, but mostly it's just so that right now you actually have two separate pieces. Okay, so I have the box and then I have the hair, and you can tell when I turn it inside out, the hair is all one piece. You can only see the perimeter. I mean, there's a couple floating bits that I could delete that are in there that don't really matter, but I'll get those later. But the hair's all one piece, but then the box is still, see that you can see the edges of the box still. So what I'm going to do is make sure that that is not the case. We'll put a little ball in here. We'll cut with it. Just big. Just like that. Yep, it's a common thing for things to not get glued together properly. Especially for like a $20 price point, the QC is just not going to be there. Okay, so now what we can do is, let's turn the hair green so we can see it. And yeah, okay. And then not the face. Then we can flip the face and see anywhere where you see the speckling, that means they're touching. And we want them to be tight fit, but we don't want it to touch everywhere, because if it touches too much at on the sides, it's going to kind of not fit right. So, I mean, if it touches at the top and at the sides, you could have fitment problems. It'll be like tight here, and then it'll make the sides flare out. So what you want to do is push it out at the top just a little bit so that it's only applying pressure on the sides, which is where you want the tightest fit so that the hair looks good. We want it to be... Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. There we go. We want it to be gray. Which means the hair is not technically touching, but I'm moving it out just the tiniest little bit so that it won't, it's not going to be loose. Alright, that looks pretty good. But what we need to do now is just readjust the earpieces a little bit. This one's not so bad. This one's mostly going to be fine. You can see it's basically the right shape for the ear. But I cut this one out more than I needed to. So we're just going to adjust it a little bit. Oh, not the ear, the hair. Now, it looks like a big gap, but we're talking less than a millimeter, like basically no gap at all. So it's nothing to worry about. That'll be fine. And that should be good. Let's go ahead and check the fitment. I might have pushed it in too far in a couple places. Okay, that looks good. That looks good to me. Can you do an unboxing stream when you get the test shots of these? No, because you wouldn't be able to see anything, and if there's problems and I react to the problems poorly, all it will do is give my detractors something to be happy about. People that would like to see me not succeed would be happy to see that happen. So we're not going to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and cut out the neck hole. Need to go get the neck hole cutter from one of the other files. I should just make it a brush. No, I don't want to do that because then it would be different sizes. Let's get the neck hole cutter. I have it in here somewhere. You know what? Screw it. I'll just find it in here. In one of these files. Parts. This should be in this one. Not that one. Well, I maybe didn't save it once I copied it over. Yeah, I must not have. Alright, then we get it from another file. Then we can do the cyborg guy, half cyborg guy's head. I don't want to do more hair. Hey, by the way, if you guys want a really nice but cheap mouse that can be used for gaming, I found one that's like 15 bucks. I think it's 15 bucks. I can't remember. I bought it a while ago. But it was really cheap. And it's awesome. I could tell you what it is if anyone's interested. It looks cool too. See? You can't see it. I was holding a black thing in a black gloved hand. You couldn't see anything. But I was surprised at the price when I found it. I think this face actually turned out pretty good too. I think all the faces ended up turning out pretty good. I don't think I need to say it anymore. Alright. You're interested? Okay, well, the brand is Technet. T-E-C-K-N-E-T. I'll see if I can find it real quick for you. Let me look here on my web browser. Oh my gosh. Can I not go to the wrong website, please? They have all different levels of them, but mine, yeah, $15.99. Like, obviously it's a $15 mouse, so you're not going to have the best experience. Oh, I wonder if mine might be the $9.99 one. Well, I'll post both links, because I don't know which one is which. I bought it a long time ago. Here's the $15 one. And here's the $9 one. Is the $15 one wireless, maybe? Did I not get that? Nope, they're both wired, so I don't know the difference. Some days you have to go to YouTube. Oh no, I can post it on Twitch, I guess. I posted it in YouTube. My bad. Alright, there's the $10 one, and here's the $9 one. There you go. Enjoy. I love it. It's great. It's got different settings for the DPI, so that's nice. It lights up. It's only blue. I think maybe you can buy different colors. It doesn't have RGB connectivity. It is just its own color. But I light everything up with blue anyway, so that didn't affect me any. You don't need to apologize, just don't spam the chat with questions in the future. Alright, so that looked like a good neck cutout. I may end up having to reduce all these neck cutouts at some point, but for now, we're gonna leave them. There is definitely something wrong with my eye. Can't get anything out of it. I don't think anything's in it. Feels like there's something in it. Oh, I screwed up. We don't want the hair to be permanently connected to the head. And there we go. That head is almost done. I want to do a little bit of cleanup on the face. Hopefully I can do that. What happened? Oh, somebody did a thing. Got a subscriber. Okay. Yeah, I don't like. Even if I do play games on the computer, I'm not going to be that worried about the mouse. So I figured a cheap one would be a good way to go. And I mean, I haven't done any gaming with it. I've had this for a long time, so before I was even considering gaming on the computer. But I was using it, and it works great as just a regular mouse. And I imagine it'll get the job done in gaming. Thanks. I hear you, Zeus. Not feeding you right now. This might not work the way I want it to, but I'm going to try. And again, it might. Buddy, what do you want? Ooh, that was a big zap. Are you okay, buddy? Are you okay? Normally you wouldn't do much work at this stage because it's not really set up for it. But since these are going to be so small and non-detailed, once they're produced, you can get away with it. I mean, that's going to be like that big. Tiny. Are you okay, Zeus? Alright, we're going to call that head done. And I'm going to go see what's in my eye, if something's in my eye. I will be right back. Alright. Robin Hood was trash. I can't say that surprises me. I believe that. Okay, here we go. So salty that I forgot about this head. This head and this head both need new hair. I don't want to do more hair. I just realized. The black line at the bottom of the screen. We don't want that. There we go. That's better. Last two for now, yeah. Sorry about the black line at the bottom of the stream, guys. I didn't realize that. I hadn't adjusted it yet. Yeah. Should be the last two. Look how much effort I did on this guy's hair, too. That's a lot of hair pieces. So much wasted time. And it looks decent, too. Oh well. Let's get the background looking nice. Better. Okay, so we'll save it first. Oh, sweet. The hair's already one big chunk, so I can just turn the hair off. Why are there two? That's weird. Okay, here we go. One more batch of hair. Well, it's not even the last one. Damn it, I'm never gonna finish. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do it. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Do 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 do. I don't know the words. Well, I don't know where to start. What does it look like there? Oh, okay. Alright, zoop. And Unicorn Man is done. Thanks for tuning in. We've accomplished our mission. We've made the most unicorn-looking ninja there has ever been. I might cover less of his face up front. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I never really know until I do it. I can at least get the hair part done tonight. Not necessarily even cut out for the head, but just generally the hair done. I'll be happy. And then after that, we have to do the other one, but we can do that tomorrow. So we'll have 2 hairs to do. tonight and tomorrow, and then no hair again for a very long time. Hi, Zeus. Did you have a snack? You go have a snack? You're a good kitty cat. Even though you're a pain in the ass. You're a pain in the ass. You're an ass pain. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't need it to be exact to the other one, but I like the way the other one turned out, so I want to try to kind of match it, that's all. Hey, look who decided to show up. Not especially. Do I like Legos? No. I don't have anything against them, but no. When I was a kid, I did. So what's up, John? You want to tell us where you been? We missed you. What happened? Did we lose John? He's not responding. John. Hello. Hello? Anybody there? Yeah, we need to make some more designs that are like this guy. That actually have more of a cyberpunk vibe to them. That's not really a good excuse, John. You should have been here. Will San Diego had to get rid of his kids to be a moderator, but he did it. You're over there sleeping on the job. Priorities, man. It's all about the priorities. Oh, well out. Well, you missed it anyway, John. I made a Mohawk guy tonight. I don't know. I am going to add more, but I'm not going to add that much more. I'm thinking I like the monk cap look. I think maybe we'll just keep him bald. Kind of disappointed in you, John. You showed up late and didn't ask what I was doing. You're supposed to show up really late and say, what's he doing? Or what's he making? And then ask what program I'm using. Can't believe you didn't do all that. Yep. It is RoboCop. How did you know, though? I hadn't even added the visor yet. Hey, there's Randall Pohl. Yeah, John, that kid came back and asked if I was 3D printing again. The kid that got yelled at yesterday for asking the same question about 1,000 times came back a whole 24 hours later to ask it more. Don't forget you have to ask when I'm going to finish the figure. As if I'm only working on one standalone figure. And even then, how long do these people think it takes to make stuff? It takes a long ass time. Even if I was only making one, I wouldn't be that far behind. I mean, I'm not behind at all, I guess, technically. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna hit that tab key all the time. Well, this is moving along fairly quickly, at least. I should save it. John, Alfonso insulted you earlier. You want to hear what he said? I thought it was pretty vicious insult, frankly. He's like, that John is a ginger, usually. That's pretty mean. To straight up call somebody the most detested thing there is. But he did it. Thought he was a nice guy. He proved us all wrong. He let us all down today. Well, I mean, he didn't let me down. I agreed with him, but I thought he was a nice guy. Actually, I said it, and he just thought it was funny. What happened was, you weren't here, so I was like, what the hell? Why is that ginger bastard not here? No, I didn't say that either. I was like, hey, with San Diego, you want to be a mod since Tiny usually is on Twitch, and John's usually a ginger? That's what I said. And Alfonso laughed at it. That's all that happened, really. The thing is, though, you can't even get mad at somebody calling you a ginger, because if you do, then you're admitting that it's an insult. Which does my job for me, in that you're insulting yourself at that point. This piece is not doing what I want it to do. I so am gonna be so happy when I don't have to do this freaking hair anymore. I found out, John, that I have to do the hair on this guy, obviously. I thought I was done. I was done with the hair, and then I was showing somebody all the different heads and things. And I was like, oh shit, this head has hair on it. I have to do more hair. And then I was like, oh shit, that one helmet that we just did recently and put the hair on it, I hadn't started to redo the hair at that point, so that one needs more hair too. Or new hair now. John, you're not allowed to call people a ginger. Ginger on ginger violence is never okay. Actually, it doesn't, Randall. If you say that you're a robot, you get bonus privileges in the app. You shouldn't have lied. You failed their test. You assumed they were discriminating, but they weren't. That's something a ginger would say, though, John. Blame it on the other ginger. Yep, we're on the new system. That's why I'm streaming in 1080. And it's working. And I have my chat over here. I have OBS over here. I have my YouTube window over here. I have my tablet over here. Still have the mic over here because when I put it over here, it's dangling. It's like a little dangly thing right here, and we don't want dangly things right here in the middle of nowhere, so it goes over there. Speaking of soulless, John's a ginger. Did we cover that yet? Because they don't have souls. It's the joke. I didn't fondle it. Can't fondle something that doesn't exist. I was making the shape of the microphone with my hand. That's just how I do a cylindrical shape. See? I really don't want to do any more of this. I'm so reluctant to continue. Oh. My hair is fine though. Like what? My hair is completely normal. I like my hair. I wish it was long, kind of nice hair that you could like let it blow in the wind rather than have to keep short, but that's okay. I don't have bad hair. Screw that guy. I had somebody tell me my face was too long one time. I don't have a particularly long face. I think it's fairly average. I mean, I've seen people with skinny long heads. Mine's not really that shape. It's kind of tall, I guess, but... I'd rather have a fairly rectangular shaped head than a round one. Round heads are terrible. Actually, they're not, because who gives a shit? Sculpting the hair would take longer and be less uniform looking. And I want it to be kind of stylized for the line. But sculpting by hand is not fun for hair. You have to deal with issues with the geometry not allowing you to do what you want to do. Well, it's not going to load any faster because it's the same type of hard drive I had on my other computer. Maybe slightly faster because it's technically a better built one. But it shouldn't change that much. But no crashes. But the crashing happens on... It's about to crash right now because I... Oh, it didn't. Sweet. I did the wrong thing. I screwed up. But crashing happens on any computer because it's not the computer, it's the software. It's not a matter of the computer crashing because it can't handle it. It's just the software has so much going on. Occasionally, wires get crossed. Proverbially. I mean, I've been watching people stream who stream officially for Pixelogic, the people that make the software. And they're running on nice systems, obviously, and it'll crash sometimes. Nothing you can do about it. Roll with the punches. I mean, I suppose it could crash from a system problem, but that's not generally the case. Yes, I've gotten that a lot, by looks and by voice. Dane Cook. I've gotten Dane Cook a lot. Ben Roethlisberger a little bit. My brother used to have curly hair, so he got it a lot. We're twins, by the way, for anybody that doesn't know that, so we look fairly similar. We're identical twins. I often get... I don't know why I don't agree with these two. I agree with those two. I look a lot like Dane Cook. In fact, in some of Dane Cook's earlier stand-up, if you're not paying close attention, it looks like it's me. Anyway, not earlier, kind of like mid-range, before he got terribly unfunny. Anyway, the two that I don't agree with, which I've gotten multiple times, and I think it's ridiculous, Ryan Reynolds and Paul Walker. I don't look like either of those people at all. I don't get it. I like how you put in Ben R instead of trying to figure out how to spell Roethlisberger. Thought you could slip that one by us, huh? You illiterate son of a bitch. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'll take the compliments. If I look like Paul Walker and Ryan Reynolds, then that's fine by me. But I don't. Nobody has ever... I mean, people have said that. I've never agreed with them. But I'll take it. Is what she said. Alfonso's over here on a first name basis with Ryan and Paul. I knew you were connected, Alfonso. I didn't know you were that connected. Alfonso's so connected, they call him the Lego Man. No, that wasn't good. It wasn't bad, but I've had better. Yeah, no, I'm not saying it, like I didn't have a problem with them saying I look like those two people. But I don't look like those two people, that's all. My eyes aren't anywhere near blue enough to be Paul Walker. And he had really blonde hair. My hair is very dirty blonde, so it doesn't work. Somebody said you look like Alf? Oh, that's pretty funny. What do you look like if they confused you with Alf? Or not confused you, but... Oh, somebody said you look like Alf. Oh, that's really good. I can't not laugh at that. Oh, God. You look like Alf. Were they trying to be funny or were they actually insulting you? You know, I still get people asking me to do a face reveal on my channel. It's not like I've been streaming for over almost 2 years now, or... I mean, I was streaming long before that, just video games from time to time, so... Frankly, I don't understand. What's wrong with people? Actually, I do. They're all morons. I still get that. But yeah, if you look like Alf, I think you should show us your face. You don't? Well, I don't know if we can take your word for it. Of course you're gonna say you don't. You furry... you furry little shit. You furry long-nosed little shit. Oh, that's super funny. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing unboxings, I've been streaming, I've done plenty of stuff with my face very visible. But people still are like, show us your face. They don't say it like that. That'd be weird. I don't really like that spot, but it's on the back of the head, so it doesn't really matter. Well, maybe I can just do a little inflating on this guy. Just playing with the settings there, seeing how the button click worked. Yeah, there we go. That's not so bad. This one still looks weird. We'll just leave it like that. Who cares what the back of the head looks like? Actually, that looks really bad. That's what I'm thinking, Alfonso. That is way too specific for somebody to say and not actually mean it. Yeah, I don't have anything to review right now, so I don't have any videos coming out. It's not my fault it's a dead time. Like, how? I don't understand how there's nothing to review this time of year. But I don't have anything to review this time of year right now. I can't just make product appear, you know? Oh, yeah, I never critique other people's work. Because either people are going to get mad, or... Actually, they'd always just get mad. Because I'd be honest, and... People can't handle when I'm honest about something they bought, let alone something they made. Plus, art's... A lot of it is subjective. Obviously, there are objective features to art, which require skill and knowledge, but a lot of it is a matter of personal preference, so I never weigh in on custom stuff. I used way too many pieces in the back. I'm not changing it now. Is your wife a fox? Can you give us pictures of your wife instead of you, since you look like Alf? Send us pictures of your wife. That seems like the best idea out of all of them. I mean, I'm not going to say names either, but I see an amazing, amazing number of really shitty custom Marvel Legends figures. And people eat that shit up, apparently. Because even though they're really bad, lots of people are still saying they're good. Which is funny to me. Because they're not. But then again, not all Marvel Legends collectors, of course, but the average Marvel Legends collector probably has shitty taste anyway. Well, the wife thing wasn't so much a burn as a request. So, if that request should get filled, I'd be okay with that. Let's see your wife. Let's see your wife. Let's get that chant going. Don't crash, ZBrush. Good boy. Good boy, ZBrush. Hey, what's up, Dark? Alfonso. I think Will San Diego maybe got offended when I said show us your wife. I wasn't questioning that you had one, for the record. I was just hoping she was super hot and maybe you were gonna like just send out a bunch of pictures of her. You know. It wasn't anything negative. In fact, it's kind of a compliment, really. You don't think too hard about it. Oh, someone just sent me a message. You think it's him sending me a picture of his wife? I gotta stop. I don't really, but I will. I want to be done with this. Oh. Oh, no, I just said, because you said you're glad your son looks like your wife. I said, why is she hot? Send us pictures of your wife. That's all. There was no burn. There was no burn. Alfonso called it a burn, but I was really just being kind of perverted, but not even perverted, because it's not like I said show us naked pictures of your wife, though if the offer's on the table, I'm not going to decline. Unless she too looks like Alf. Then, well, you know what? What the hell? I'm still in. Don't discriminate against long-faced furry people. Some 6-inch G.I. Joes. Good luck. She has terrible vision? What do I care? Why are you telling us that? Oh, I don't want general bits of information about her. I'm not gonna meet her someday. Goodness. That's such a strange little tidbit. He has terrible vision. Oh. I squealed. I squealed a little bit. Well, maybe she just likes furry people. This character is from Marvel, yeah. We're learning so much about a person none of us know or will ever meet. Gotta love the internet. I'm getting ready to call it a night. We can finish this head and the other head tomorrow. You love the ear size? Why are you considering the ear size in the first place? It's a very specific thing to be concerned about. Is that a problem on most figures? I haven't noticed. Or are you just making small talk so you can ask about 3D printing again? Can you dunk? I used to be able to dunk. I couldn't now. Ears are easy once you know the different parts of them. I don't know why people have a problem with ears. They're fairly basic shapes. I don't want to work on this guy anymore. I think we're gonna leave it just like that. I'll put some scars on his head. Oh man, that'd be super funny. Why does this guy have weird ass scars all over the top of his head? Because I got tired of sculpting his freaking hair. That's why. Not necessarily. Different books tell you different things, Randall. Some of them say to the brow, some say to the top of the eye. And it varies anyway from person to person, so you don't really have to follow those rules that closely. I don't usually. I just kind of do it until it looks right. Because everybody's so different anyhow. Some people look like little space dogs. Will you watch Into the Spider-Verse? No, probably not. Because I'm not going to the theater for a CGI cartoon movie. And I won't pay for it on Netflix. Or I mean Redbox. So, probably not. Nope. These are going to be made into action figures. 3D printing is not how you make action figures. I mean, some parts are going to get 3D printed, but not every one of them. Well, maybe I will, I don't know. But not because that's part of the process, just because I might as well. Test things out with 3D printing first. Yeah, it takes a long time. This is better than what I was doing before, though, so... Well, it's one of the reasons I'm redoing it, so that when I have to make new characters in the future, I can just do it the same way. The way I did it before, it was relatively the same, it was just a lot more tedious. The Batman Mezcos are going crazy. They're not real people. Oh no, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't follow Mezco stuff anyway. Am I done with this yet? So close. So close! What is the Mezco fiasco? Nah, can't do that. It wouldn't have the right flow. I'd rather take longer and not have fun doing it and make it look good, you know? Do it the right way. Make people want to buy your stuff. Hey, Aerial Gyro. Check out my top 10 of 2018 so far video. That's not a fiasco. That's people bitching about something that they have no business bitching about. That's man-children whining because they didn't get a toy they wanted. That is not a fiasco. Got my hopes up for nothing. I was hoping to hear about a fiasco. Here I come to find out it's just more of the type of people I hate. Dang it. Anytime anything sells out nowadays, people bitch about it. Like, you were gonna buy one too. Therefore, it stands to reason you would be buying one that somebody else wanted. So, should everybody that doesn't get one bitch every time? Exclusives are limited. That's the way it goes. I don't understand why that's a problem all of a sudden for all these morons out here. Every time something's an exclusive and it's hard to come by, they all want it, but when someone else gets it instead of them, it's wrong. It's the same damn thing as if you got it and someone else didn't, but that's okay because you got it. It's ridiculous the way these people think. I'm not talking about you, whoever brought up the Mezco thing. Also, that's not new. That happened a while ago. Or did it happen again? Even still. I'm not saying you as in you. I mean you as in one. Yeah, that would be a fiasco. Well, if the cards wouldn't go through, the cards wouldn't go through. I mean, that's not Mezco's fault. You think they designed the credit card system? Yeah, they're using it, but that kind of thing happens online. But also, how did they sell out if the cards weren't working? Oh, the cards were working, apparently. Just not for some people. Which, to me, makes it sound like, and obviously I don't know, but it sounds to me like those people did something wrong. Like the people complaining about NECA's thing. You know what? I didn't get through the first time, so you know what? The second day when it came up, I made sure I had everything set up so that I could get my order processed quickly. And you know what? It worked. But if it hadn't, that's the way it goes. You don't always get what you want. But if you try, you just might find you get what you need. Alright guys, as soon as I finish this bald spot, I'm calling it a night. I can't take this anymore. Damn it, Alfonso. You ruined it for other people who wanted the same thing you wanted, and according to them, deserve it more than you. How dare you, sir? It doesn't surprise me though. Most of the people that I've come across that collect Mezco, not everybody, but they're fanboys like you wouldn't believe. Like they feel like they owe Mezco something other than paying for the figure. So it wouldn't surprise me that they're getting weird about something stupid. Stop doing that. I think their stuff looks terrible most of the time. Look like little sock puppets with long arms, stumpy legs, stumpy fat torsos. Most of the time. Not all of the time, but most of the time. And the clothes don't fit them for shit most of the time. I honestly don't understand why they're so popular. Especially when their earlier figures, aside from the TDK Batman, they were really, really bad. They've gotten better, but not significantly. So I don't really understand the whole thing. But I don't have to. To each his own. I'm not familiar with the Iron Man, so I don't have an opinion. Hey, it's fine if you like Mezco. No skin off my back. I don't care. Like whatever you like. I just don't understand the appeal. Like adults that play with Legos, hardcore style. Knock yourself out. I don't care if you do. I just don't get it. I could understand model kits because they're high detail and high precision and everything, but Legos are made for kids. I don't see what the appeal is for an adult with dexterity, hand-eye coordination, and stuff not required for Legos. That kind of situation. No one's gonna change your mind. Although, you might be confusing favorite with best. I don't know, I'm not familiar with the figure. It's true. Because of that Batman fiasco, I just don't like it anymore. I think we're going to call things a fiasco from now on when we're sarcastically saying how not important or insignificant it was. Doesn't have to be insignificant, but not important, perhaps. Couple more pieces and I'm done. I can't take this anymore. Plus, I've been going for like 3.5 hours already. I might even be able to put one in here and then one underneath it, and then that'll be that. Mega blocks are for men? Sure they are, man. Whatever whatever you gotta tell yourself. Granted, I think Mega blocks have more appeal for adults because they have more of a finished look when they're done. But it's still the same thing. Generally speaking. Again, I'm not judging. I don't care what someone else likes, as long as it's not hurting anybody. Like whatever you want to like. I just don't get it. Okay, how about we use it in a clever way instead of saying it every sentence, John? It would be very hard to start for the very first time and be on anybody's level who has been doing it for any amount of time more than 0. So I'm not surprised that having never done it before, you're not as good as me. I mean, that's not a metric you should be using. That'd be like going to open what's it called when you go to football tryouts for like the NFL? I don't think it's just called tryouts. Whatever. That'd be like going to the tryouts and then go like having to play against NFL players who have been playing for 10 years. You're not going to be as good. That's not how it works. Probably not as good of an example, but you get my point. I need one more piece of hair. And I'm probably going to want to add more tomorrow too. But for now, we don't want any more after this last piece. Plus, you really shouldn't ever really be comparing yourself to other people. There's no point. Compare yourself to how you were yesterday, not how somebody else is today. You know, just about anything that's true. I don't give a shit what other people are doing on just about any level. All I care about is what I'm doing. I'll fix the way this kind of swings out right here. I can fix that once I mush them all together. Alright guys, that's it for the night. That hair turned out pretty good. I like it. Looks good. I'll probably add one more dangly bit in here to kind of seal this gap off. But I think we're good. Alright guys. Walk on tryouts? I'm not sure. Whatever, doesn't matter. Alright guys, have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for being here. Have a good night. And all that other stuff.